Gold, baby. Gold, baby. Gold. Hmm. 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 He said, "Don't come out here with your craziness." Hey, yo, Gangway, did you catch this move on gold? I certainly did. Did you catch this? You know I caught a piece of this. You know I caught a piece, dude. Man, look, I saw this thing squeeze. I was like, man, let me just get it. I mean, I was in this thing heavy. I was in this thing heavy with 9 mini contracts catching this damn thing, yo. Catching it. Pause. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm supposed to catch it. Never mind. If I was throwing it, that would have been a pause moment, but I'm supposed to catch. Anyway, I was catching this damn thing. Hell yeah, dude. Man, I wish this was in a damn funded account or something. I caught this in my Apex account. Caught this shit in my Apex account. After taking that loss from that so I was up. I was up in this move, and then this shit came all the way back down. And gold saved my account. I mean, if it wasn't for gold, oh shit. Shit. I was gonna be down 3K. Shit, I think I made about like 4 or 5K on gold. I was super heavy just scalping. Scalping that damn thing on to the upside. Nah, nah. Catching it, nah. You're supposed to catch. I had to think about it for like 2 seconds, but like, no, I said that shit right. I said it right. Mm, mm. 15 points. Mm, 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 mm. Nah, you're supposed to catch it. If she throwing it back, you're supposed to catch that shit. The hell? That's not a pause moment. That's actually a pretty gangster moment right there. Mm. Alfred, did you catch that move on gold? I know you've been looking at gold. Did you catch that move? Nasdaq, if you can be so humble and allow. Ah, shit. I'm sitting there talking to Man, I should be here talking to gold. Gold out here doing her thing. Do your thing, gold. Do your thing. I do see this block of liquidity right here though. Actually, let me stop playing with gold because gold ain't nothing to play with for real. Let me stop. I am a little bit high off of catching this. All right, let me rephrase that. I am kind of high being able to participate in this move right here. Being able to participate in this move got me thinking that I'm Superman or some shit and that I should trade gold crazy like she ain't crazy her damn self. Because gold is crazy. She says, Smith says she doesn't even respond to that. It says, don't even do that. She doesn't even respond to that. And he's absolutely right. She does not respond to that shit. She just keeps going. She does not come back. Says, don't even do that. She doesn't even respond to that. That is hilarious. And she doesn't even respond to that. And you know, honestly, I was thinking about deleting gold off my charts today. Boy. Not necessarily deleting gold off my charts, but just not focusing on gold so I can focus more on the Nasdaq. Because honestly, I can't leave her, man. I thought I had the strength to leave her today, but I just can't. I wish I can quit you. Nasdaq, I wish I could quit you. The Nascrack. Hey man, a play gotta play, man. Don't hate the play, hate the game, man. Hate the game. I never understood what that meant until I understand how the game is played. And it's like, well, shit. You're not ever supposed to hate the player, man. The player just plays the game how it's supposed to be played. The losers are the one that try to go against the game and try to play it the way they want to play it. That's ain't how it rolls. You gotta play the game how it's supposed to be played. Nasdaq start acting up. She know I got options. She know I'll go over there to ES. She know I'll start sitting there whispering them sweet nothings into Gold's ear. You know, Gold's been treating me so good lately. It's like, man, why don't I just go and just trade gold full time? And this can be Gold Anonymous. But I can't quit NQ. But so I have been thinking about, you know, how I want to start how I want to move forward in my trades. So as much as I hate to say this, man, as much as I hate to say this, but I think I'm gonna start. So if I want to do this long term, and I do want to do this long term, the craziness that is the Nasdaq, I mean, one bad day literally blows the account up, literally blows the damn thing up. One bad day, that's all it takes. Today just kind of showed why having the Nasdaq as like a secondary instead of trying to make her your main is just not. I guess it's long term is just not the best option because she crazy. Cause what? The Nasdaq. So remember that short that we took on the ES? We took that short on the ES earlier in the stream. And at 68 right here. Now the Nasdaq was doing all this craziness right here. All right, cool. I'll take that. I'm up $1,800. I'll leave it at that. I'll come back in the morning. Let me go to the sim. I'll come back in the morning. So I caught this. So originally I caught this long right here. I didn't take profits. I thought that we was going to get to the top of that candle, but you know, the NQ. So she does this shit. I get stopped out. I'm down about, actually, I'm down about maybe 2 or 3K plus this. And then I say, you know what? Let me see what gold doing. I see gold pumping. And I remember the last time I tried fighting gold when it was pumping like this. Every time I tried to short it, that thing just kept going up. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn from my damn mistakes. I'm going to put 9 minis on gold. I'm going to go long. And I'm just going to trail the best I can. Man, tell me why, like when this shit dipped, I went long, that shit shot up. It obviously it pulled back, you know, and hit my trailing stop. And then I got back in long. And then I saw that this breaker structure right here, I got in long, caught this. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. Because I was able to get all that money back that the Nasdaq took away from me. So gold saved my account today. So gold is always going to be my baby. Always. But I should have took the profits here, but honestly, I thought that we were going to kind of get closer to this wick. I should have known, knowing the NQ, but and then I added here, and then she stopped me out, and then I was able. I noticed that price was getting close to a previous area of support here. Where is it at? Yeah, right here, 640. So I was looking for the market to bounce somewhere in this area because we got this block of liquidity right here. And then we got this breakout right here. Not only did price break out of this range, we have a gap and we had a high. So I was looking for this area right here to go long. And then plus on Bookmap, there was a bunch of orders sitting at 650. I knew price was going to run 650, especially with everybody sitting there. So I just waited for a price to run 650. I saw that it was about to wick up and got into this. Was able to get all my money back today plus some more. So, but the open kind of showed me that, you know what, when the Nasdaq starts acting crazy, I kind of need more room. So what I've decided is I'm going to probably trade the ES in minis and trade the Nasdaq. I mean, kind of like my strategy last year that I made so much money on that strategy, I just got bored and stopped using it. I'm gonna go back to trading the ES, not full time, but having the Nasdaq complement my ES trades by adding additional, because obviously ES sucks by itself. But if I have like 3 contracts, 5 contracts running on the Nasdaq and she's catching points, then, you know, obviously I can turn a $1,000 position into like 2K while simultaneously trading both the Nasdaq and the NQ. And I can do both. And then sprinkle a little bit of gold on top. Oh man, I should have stayed in that gold long. I should have stayed in it. All right, so I mean, I do see this range, but man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this short and just keep a tight stop. Because I mean, I do see this range right here, but I think we could potentially keep going. Nah, NQ's been the one I've been getting payouts from. She's been blowing my accounts too, so I mean, it's kind of back and forth. Oh yeah, I'm in the sim. I was like, okay, I thought I was in. Never mind, I'm in the sim. All right, so I can kind of take this trade. I'm in the sim. Yo, Nasdaq is toxic for real, man. Oh yeah, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier. So yeah, that trade on the ES today. Yeah, we got in literally at the top of the move, and we talked about this shit yesterday. And it's interesting how When you talk of the devil literally has to show itself when you talk about it. Because we talked about how the Nasdaq, like the ES, will sit here and wait on the Nasdaq to finish all her craziness. And then once the Nasdaq is done, that's when the ES will move versus having all that stuff. So we got in right here at 68 and we caught this whole move down while the Nasdaq was doing all this shit right here. All this back and forth for no damn reason. All this back and forth. Like people was trying to short this thing and getting stopped out. And then it finally goes short versus the ES, obviously, like I said, it did nothing. It stayed in this area until the Nasdaq was done and then dropped, because what it would have meant is if the ES went above this high right here on the ES, that's a break of structure. And that would have been, that definitely, so all the bears that was short right here, obviously would have saw a stop run. We would have probably saw a pullback and we would have saw price go higher. So the ES is not the NQ. If she only breaks highs if she wants to continue going to the upside or to the downside. That's, I mean, trading the ES is pretty straightforward. The Nasdaq, on the other hand, she'd be lying to you and saying, yeah, I can go a little bit higher. Just stick with me. I can go a little bit higher or I can go a little bit lower. Just stick with me. And you stick with her thinking that, you know, yeah, she got my back, you know, she looked like she a ride or die for me. And then she was like, yeah, remember when I said that if you stick with me, I'm gonna hit your target? Nah, I'm just going to go get some more stops before we go and get your target. I don't think I want your target. Yeah, I want some more stops. And then she'll completely reverse for no damn reason. A good example of what I'm talking about was, where was it at? It was at the end of the day. Right here. The bears locked out this level right here. They locked it out. They broke structure and then they used this level to reject. And here and this is what I'm talking about. The Nasdaq says, you know what? If you rock with me, I got you, baby. I got you. I mean, this area was completely locked out. You can see that the bears had that thing trending. And I was sitting here watching it just for the Nasdaq to unnecessarily run stops for no damn reason and then do that. So everybody that was comfortable in this short right here. Okay, I thought I was in a trade right now, but I'm in the sim. All right, just want to make sure I'm in the sim. All right, you know we get these perfect entries short. You know we get them. You know we get these. Well, anyway, that doesn't matter. But anyway, so everybody that was short at this level probably got stopped out. But all price really did was come back and test that range right there. And I had a feeling that we was going to gap down as well. Just had a feeling. All right, so tomorrow I'm definitely going to, I just got stopped out of gold. Just got stopped out of it. Yeah, when gold gets like this, it's hard to short it. It's really hard to short gold. You really have to wait until all the momentum is gone. If price breaks through this range and finds support, I mean, we're going higher. So But kind of going back to the Nasdaq, but the only thing that I particularly hate about the ES is all this chop. I hate this chop. The ES chops all damn day. I mean, that's just the only downside about trading the ES is just the chop. Mm. Mm. All right, so let's see. All right, so I'm in this short on gold again.
The average San Antonio home has over 1,000.
Yeah, I don't know why this wasn't muted, but okay. Okay. We'll see. Hmm. Mm. So Investor Z, so gold is the instrument that you want to trade. She's the one for you. Mm. Gold can be the one for me too. She can. But I can't trade Nasdaq and gold. I mean, I can, but they both toxic as hell. Hmm. Yeah. Gain rate. Don't be telling the secrets. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. And I mean, gold is so what I like, okay, so with gold and CL, I mean, I like them both for the same reason. The risk to reward on these instruments is just too good. It's too good. If you're in at the right spot, I mean, if you look at the price action with gold and CL, if you're in at the right spot, you can literally have a tick stop. Literally have a tick stop. Gold does not overshoot. It does not overshoot. If it breaks above a high or a low, that means it's going lower. It doesn't do none of that crap that NQ does where you get a fake breakout and then it just reverses because everybody got in short at the lows. Yeah, I think I may have made a mistake here. Gold is still going. Well, I mean, at least, I mean, we'll see if it takes out this high right here. We'll see if it trades past this range. I mean, if it does shoot up, then, and then I know that I'm wrong. But if it stays within this range, then I can definitely. Well, okay. So, if we do see a pullback and then they find support here, which honestly, as bullish as gold is tonight, that's probably what it's going to do. If it finds support here, then yeah. 25. But Investor Z, when you say that you wish that you could hold longer, so why don't you? What makes you get out of a trade with gold? Like, what makes you get out of the trade? Blasphemy. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. You say you can't trade gold on take profit. They don't let you trade it. Yo, anybody that caught that gold long in a take profit pro plus account, yo, I know they crying, dude. I know they hurting over there. Especially if you caught this thing heavy with heavy size. Because shit, this thing basically trended up on the 21 EMA. I mean, you got your first break right back into an area of previous support. I mean, this thing was beautiful right here. If I was in front of my desk when this happened, actually, I kind of was. I caught the long and then I kind of got out of it right here. Actually, I think I did that on stream. Never mind. I did that on stream. I wish I held that damn thing though. Investor Z, do you use the or in Alfred or anybody that trades gold, do y'all use the thing with bookmap with gold? And if so, is it accurate? Is the levels of liquidity usually accurate on gold on bookmap? Oh man, come on, man. You ain't gotta do nothing. Oh, you don't use Bookmap? Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I mean, honestly, when it comes to gold, I can just trade the price action. But I mean, I guess it's nice to know where liquidity is, I guess. 332.45. And if we see a crash all the way back down, I mean, dude, gold ain't about to go all the way back to no damn. Well, eventually it will. Eventually it will. It will come back down here where we saw. Yeah, eventually it will come back down here. Actually, yeah. Actually, you know what? That's, I mean, I doubt it, but that's actually a good place to go long right here. 32.45 is actually a good area to go long. If it ever comes back down here, I doubt that we get a move back down here. We do got Powell tomorrow. I don't know if this is gold front running Powell, but man, I really got to, because I mean, I'm tired of blowing these accounts. I'm tired of blowing them. When the Nasdaq gets crazy, I gotta figure out something. Get tired of blowing these accounts. Well, shit. Well, we up in gold. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely going to trade gold more for sure. I mean, gold has always treated me nice. Gold has always treated me nice. I can have a decent size stop. I can trade side. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. We could see a pullback right here, and then depending on if the Bulls hold this, then they could potentially push this thing higher, like they're doing right now. We'll see if they hold it here though. So Ustani says Apex won't let retail benefit from 5 p.m. moves. Hmm. Honestly, this thing can probably keep back. This thing can probably keep going. All right, man. All right. So I'm going to. Okay, so I'm gonna remove a lot of these. Clean up. Clean these up. I'm gonna repurpose this. Hmm. Hmm. Oof. Hmm. 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 All right. So I mean, if you're trading gold and you caught the top of this, we all know that you really don't need to have, I mean, you can keep your stop wherever you want. But obviously gold doesn't take out highs unless it's going higher. So I mean, if you got the top of this move right here, putting your stops and profits or putting it a couple of ticks above the high, it will be the best option right now with gold. I'm not saying that gold doesn't wick above highs because it definitely does. But in a bullish environment like this, I wouldn't trust a short at all. I wouldn't trust any shorts. Mm. Yeah, that would be absolutely crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. I would have to ask, why would gold drop from 3,300 all the way down to 1,800? It kind of reminds me of that movie where I guess these gold diggers went into the future and they had bags of gold and they killed each other over the gold just to find out that, well, the irony of the movie is that no one found out that they killed each other for nothing because gold, at least at that time, meant nothing. It meant absolutely nothing. Uh, Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably keep it with gold. I think I'll probably keep gold. Gold and CL. Nah. I appreciate that, Pete. Yep, the price is somewhere. Right, kid? You want volatility to be high again, huh? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my old strategy with the Nasdaq. My old strategy. I mean, this strategy right here, we got so much money on it, but yeah, we're gonna go back to that because I've gotten to the point now where I'm kind of tired. Well, I want to use the correct words here. I'm kind of over trying to find the perfect entry. Let me rephrase that. I'm kind of over hoping for the best entry. There's times where the NASDAQ likes to undershoot and overshoot. If I have limits sitting in specific areas and have price just comes and builds the position for me, where I can have a big stop. Well, not necessarily a big stop because I don't need it, but enough enough room to be able to look at the market and see if what's actually going on. Having a 50-point stop to initially start out the position and just have price build within that 50-point stop, I think that's going to probably be like the best option. And then as price builds up the support, I can add into it to where I don't have a heart attack, but it's not anxiety inducing every time I put on a damn trade. If the market is going to hold and how much drawdown I'm gonna have to endure. So I'm just going to reduce my size on the Nasdaq. I'm going to trade the ES as well, and I'm gonna also trade gold. And with these three powers combined, I think we can easily build this account back up, or we can build an account. He says, "Why don't I just get base hit?" Well, shit. Honestly, I want the NQ to know that I got options out here. I can trade anything. I want her to know that shit so she can start backing up. But you know, I do take base hits in smaller accounts. In accounts where I have to be consistent, I will take base hits in those accounts because obviously I have to. And the MFF accounts, those accounts are built through base hits. But I will also say this. Those accounts are unfulfilling to me. It's not fulfilling. It's kind of like quote unquote being a 1 minute man. That's how it feels like. I mean, you get going, the market is going in your direction, then all of a sudden you're done. Your target gets hit, you're done for the day, you're done. And the market just started moving. It can move another 80 to 160 points. And that's how it feels. And I don't like it. I can do better than that. I can do better than base hits. Shit. I mean, I caught I caught this move from the lows all the way up here to these highs. This is about like an 80-point move. 100-point move right here. I caught that. I mean, if I start taking base hits, it doesn't feel right. So I'm not saying that base hits don't build accounts, because I've definitely grown my accounts by taking base hits. But if I don't have to, then I won't. Like I said, it's not fulfilling. I want the whole move, damn it. I want the whole damn thing. I want it. And I want to stay in the habit of catching these big moves, because my style has been adapted for over a long time. I started out scalping, just like everybody, obviously. Started out scalping, but I kept finding myself in a situation where, I have about 2 or 3 good trades scalping, but you don't want to close the losing trades, and the losing trades takes out all the wins. And So I just gotten, it was more comfortable for me just to take one trade and to just hold until target. And I have to accept that there's going to probably be times where price is going to come back to my break even. And I have to accept that. At this point, I don't notice it. In my mind, the way I see it is that, yeah, when the market goes in my direction and I'm up $500 and it comes back to my break even, you know, I lost $500. I lost that. But to me, that's just, how life works. And just to kind of better explain it, is I'm focused on getting to my destination, which is my target. I understand that there's going to be a bumpy road, rough patches. I'm gonna have to take a couple of detours, but as long as I get to where I need to go, that's where my focus is. And because that's where my focus is, you know, I can capture, you know, these big moves. And that's why these big moves are not necessarily hard for me. Yeah, this gold trade should work out. This, I mean, especially if the bears hold this area of supply, especially if they hold it. It's looking like they're going to hold it. It's looking like they're going to hold it, but yeah, it's looking like it's going to hold. It's looking like it's going to break. The confirmation, the good thing about gold and ES is that the 21 EMA is very powerful on these instruments right here. The 21 EMA is so powerful. If you look at the past, if you don't have the 21 EMA on your chart, you're definitely cheating yourself. If you look at the 21 EMA and how price reacts to it on ES and on gold and CL, look how once the market finally breaks through that 21 EMA, that's when we see a change in the market. And look at what happens when price finally finds support back at this 21 EMA. We get a change in the market. If we see a close underneath this 21 EMA, and we can see a close underneath this 50 EMA, then I know that my targets are getting hit. But I think that they're going to get hit anyway, as long as gold does not find support right here. As long as they don't find support, if we can break this, then honestly, what I could do is actually move my targets a little bit lower. But at the same time, I also got to pay attention to this block of liquidity right here as well. So I definitely have to keep my eyes out if I'm going to stay in this short, because obviously gold right now is super bullish. So yeah. I already told you why I don't like them gain weight. I don't like them. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. And I guess base hits are easy to get when you got like 10, 20 mini contracts. Then base hits, I mean, obviously, well, so I guess let me kind of take back what I said. Let me take back what I said. If you're trading less than 3 to 5 minis, obviously you need the bigger moves for the smaller size, just like Daly said. If you're going to trade smaller size, you have to compensate that with bigger moves. If you got 10, 20 minis or 10 million minis, obviously taking a base hit is like $10,000 per base hit. Then, oh yeah, of course you're going to take that. Of course you're going to take that. A base hit for institutional traders trading large amounts of size, 1,000 contracts. Of course you're going to take a base hit. It's like $10,000, maybe even more than that. Actually, let's actually do the math on that. So what a base hit can be like, what, 20 points times 20 times 100 contracts. That's $40,000 per 20 points every time you take a base hit. So yeah. You'll take 15. Yeah, micros definitely. I mean, shit. I mean, if we, you know what? That's actually what I'm going to start doing anyway. I mean, we did this last year. We'll do it again this year too. Honestly, if you're not comfortable holding, I would recommend starting with micros, because micros kind of forces you to hold on to your position a little bit longer. And we're not talking about holding on to your position past structure. We're talking about if you get in at demand, micros forces you to get out at supply. $300. So Daly says that last week, placed a trade, placed a big trade, 10. Hold on, you said 10, oh shit, 10 mini contracts? Damn, that's good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you got the contract size for a gain weight, of course. I mean, that's why I took back my statement. I was only thinking about in the perspective of a prop trader. Obviously, we're not gonna. I mean, unless you're trading what, Top Step, Apex, or the any of the prop firms that allows you to trade 10 to 15 mini contracts. Of course, base hits, shit, it'll keep your account alive. But if you're trading smaller size, then yeah. Oh shit, I don't want to look at it. Looks like gold is about to come back. So okay, so it looks like gold did find support right here. Looks like it did find support. Yeah, so I'll probably get stopped out of this gold trade. Yep. Honestly, you know what? Now that I'm looking at this, we'll see. Now that I'm looking at this, because it looks like they're finding support right here. It looks like they're finding support in this range right there. And then we could potentially see, I mean, if we see that, then we could potentially see, damn it. There we go. We could potentially see that. 33K, huh? Or I'm sorry, 33K, 3,300. There is a lot of liquidity on Bookmap sitting at 3,300, so we could potentially see this move. I'm not going to sit here and project the Nasdaq onto gold, though. I'm not going to project the Nasdaq onto gold. Gold has to prove that she wants to break above this high by breaking out and pulling back. That's the one thing about gold. You don't ever have to feel FOMO. Gold gives you plenty of opportunities to get into the position. Plenty of it. Plenty of opportunities to get into it. You don't need to feel FOMO. Obviously, with the Nasdaq, either you get in or you get left. I mean, it's just that simple with Nasdaq. And it's easy to feel FOMO on the Nasdaq, but on instruments like gold and ES and CL, they give you plenty of opportunities to get in. But if you miss the bus, then obviously you don't chase. You'll become liquidity. You can chase a Nasdaq. Shit, she wants you to chase her. She wants you to chase her. So I should be short Nasdaq and long gold, and yet I'm completely opposite right now. Completely opposite right now. Actually, I don't need the rectangles. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably trade gold. I don't particularly care to trade ES, but I will trade ES though. I don't care to trade it though. Okay. Investor Z right now, are you long gold or did you take a short? Shit, the random pop and drops is why I'm going to find the strength to leave NQ. I'm leaving her. I'm going to leave her. That's all the Nasdaq really does for real is the pops. And she's always lying. Like right here. I kind of figured that the Nasdaq was going to do this. Right here. Or where was it at? It was this right here. Or where was it at? There was a low. I mean, yeah, I think it was this low right here. I mean, obviously it had to have been that low. Because I just knew that once price broke above or broke below this low right here, I just knew that she was going to do this candle right here. Because this is what the Nasdaq does. Every time it seems like she breaks a low, she does this. To trap the bears in from adding to their shorts, getting them to stop out, getting the bulls to pile into this so their buy stops can sit right here and build up. And then she gets both sides by doing this and then crashing down. And I told myself that's exactly what the Nasdaq was going to do, and that's exactly what she did. Exactly what she did. But then I thought to myself, you know what? Let me short this, because I felt like she was going to short, and sure freaking enough, man. Sure freaking enough, that's exactly what she did. Exactly. The Nasdaq is just a piece of work. I swear she is. She's a piece of work. Looks like the short's working out, and I think this time the short does work. And that's what I like about instruments like gold and ES. I can safely have my high in a decent area. The risk to reward on these instruments is so good. It's so good. I mean, to me, $800 is not a lot, but I'm up $900, and I'm only risking $200, $300 of risk right now. I can probably take this, but I'm not going to. And this is why I enjoy trading ES and gold and CL, because of this risk to reward. I don't need a big stop on these instruments. I just need 2 or 3 or 5 points. Yeah, I appreciate that, Daily. Yeah, it's like the price action on these instruments is gold doesn't lie. ES doesn't lie. It's that Nasdaq, that nasty Nasdaq that be lying. All right, so let's see if we can get a flush here. I mean, we already broke the so we already broke the 21 EMA. We're sitting here at the 50 EMA. Because we broke the 21 EMA and we're starting to see the 21 EMA start to slope down with this signal candle right here, I think we're going to start to see a lot more people taking their profits and start to sell right here. But like I said, right now, gold is super bullish. So we could see a nasty, unnecessary green candle here, but I think the bear has got it for right now. I mean, that could just be me projecting NQ on the gold, but I think the short's got it. Okay, yeah. That candle right there. Yep. Yep. There we go. There we go. Yep, there we go, baby. You know, when we go back to instruments that actually respects price action and it's not crazy like the Nasdaq, man, look at that candle. Look at the psychology behind that green candle right here. And then the follow-up red candle. You got this big red bearish engulfing candle. You got buyers trying to buy it. And I don't want to say it because I don't want to look foolish, but if this candle follows through, it's these people literally getting stopped out of this position and the market using their stops to follow through to the downside. You're absolutely right about that one, Alfred. Shit, all trades work in the sim. Every single one of them works in the sim. Yeah, that's exactly right. It doesn't. It definitely does not. Gold is a good mix between ES and NQ. So is CL. Actually, let me look at CL. I mean, I ain't gonna probably keep her on my chart because shit, y'all know what CL did to me, and I'll never forgive her shit. I'll never forgive her for that. Trying to act like she NQ. I will never forgive her for that. Never forgive NQ for CL for what she did. She took everything away from me. She took everything. She said, I thought you like him toxic. No, I just like NQ. Shit. And she's just toxic. I just like the NQ. She just happens to be toxic. Doesn't mean I like toxic women. And she tried to play that way. And she found out when I didn't trade her after that shit. Yeah, I think I've already told that story. This was during that time where war was about to break out in the Middle East. I think the CL did something where she just kept chopping down, and she finally stops me out, and then she jumps up about $5 instantly. I'll never forgive CL for that shit. After stopping me out, when I say fine, because usually I'll stop out at 27 cents, but I was like, no, I'm right about this. I'm right about it. I'm right about this. Then when I finally said, damn, I'm losing a lot of money on CL, and it's kind of hard to lose a lot of money on CL when you quote unquote trade at the edges. But obviously this was due to news. So obviously CL was just going down. And then she pops up after stop. Oh my God. Oh no, I'm about to delete her ass off this chart right now. But just like gold, you see these edges, you trade at these edges, you're good. You trade at these edges, you're good. 27 cents of stop. Trading from demand into back into supply. You're good. You're good. But CL don't get no play on my charts. She gets deleted every time. Every time she gets deleted. Yep. Hey, that's how you got to talk to her. Like I said, man, you got to let them know you got options. Or they'll start acting up. Don't hate the player, hate the game. They'll start acting up. Oh, ain't nobody want you. I'm gonna treat you however I want to treat you. You better be glad I want you. Oh, all right. Shit. You'll find out. I can trade anything. I can trade anything. I think we've traded NG, ES, gold, CL, Nasdaq. I mean, I think we traded all the futures at this point. What else? Shit, what else is there to trade? Shit, we traded everything. But I keep finding my way back to NQ. Even though I keep telling her I'm gonna leave her ass. Mm. 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 And I don't have an inflated ego. I do not have an inflated. I am very confident in my ability, in my abilities. Let me say that. I don't need to be. I don't have to be gassed up. I put in the work. Put in the work. I continue to put in the work. I put in the practice. The only thing that every time I get into the markets, it's me. It's me. I know how to trade. I know what I should be doing. But if I have a bad day, I take it out on my account. So usually when I get in the market, it's like, damn, am I going to self sabotage today? Am I'm going to be for no reason? Allow myself to be emotionally hijacked. But honestly, I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better at it. Lately, I've been kind of allowing myself to get not necessarily stopped out, but accepting if I'm wrong and not going tilt afterwards. I've been kind of getting better at that. Where I'm not getting emotionally hijacked and I have to oversize to get my money back. My first thought, or not necessarily my first thought, but my first action isn't to get in super heavy. I'm not saying that I've been perfect with it, but I've been slowly kind of breaking out of doing that, chasing the loss and just accepting it and just trying to understand where I went wrong and actually think about what I did or why I thought that this trade was going to work out. Where did the trade go wrong at? And see if I can kind of learn from it. See if I can kind of obviously you necessarily can't prevent it from happening in the future, but try to prevent it as much as possible. Mm. Mm. All right. So if I went short here, 54.79. So I mean, I still would have been in this. Actually, if I went short there, I mean, I would have got my target hit because we did see 79 and yeah, 79. Okay. It's about like 14, 15 points right there. All right. So yeah, I think yeah, that's definitely done. Now we got price rejecting off the 21 EMA, rejecting off the 50. They got no support. Yeah, I should get these targets hit. Actually, let me do this first. Let me do this. Yeah, I should get that. I should get it. Yeah. How did you do that, Investor Z? And you know what, Alfred? I think I'm coming to that realization too. I don't want to trade smaller size. But I'm going to start trading smaller size. If I can just compound these, I mean, I understand that what if you make $200 a day, that's supposed to be like 100,000 something dollars a year or something like that. 200K or I don't know. Let me do the math. 200. Well, I mean, it's not really 365 days though. Hold on. Am I doing this right? Isn't it like $200 a day? You're supposed to be like, it's like 100K or some shit at the end of the year or something like that. I'm doing the math and it's not adding up to that. You got 20 days. Now that is just, oh, that was dirty. That was dirty. That's dirty. That is dirty. That is dirty. Anyway, you got 20 trading days in a month times 200. You do that 12 times out of the year, and that's only 48,000. Where's the rest of the money at? Okay, cause yeah, I could have sworn. You said 200 times 250. Yeah, that's like only like 48,000. So it's like $500 a day. So like, cause I could have sworn there was like memes about making like $200 a day or something crazy like that. It's supposed to be like $200. Supposed to be. Obviously, I never really did the math, but now that I've done the math, obviously it does not add up to 100K. Well, yeah, don't even try it. She doesn't even respond to that. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Oof. Oh wow. Hmm. Oh wow. Hmm. Shit, gold had me for like 2 seconds. Looks like CL is dropping. All right, so let me just set this up. All right, so what I want with this one. All right, so this is how I'm going to set this up. I'm gonna actually make this. I'm gonna start off every position with 6 micro contracts. I mean, unless I started with that one. Mm. 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 We're gonna make this work. And then I guess we got a long weekend, so I'm just gonna have to build this strategy up again. I think it's interesting that it took for the Nasdaq to go absolutely crazy for everybody to say that they kind of want to trade smaller and be more mindful about their risk management and look for these base hits. All right, so Gainway says he couldn't control his tilt until he bought a whiteboard and wrote a daily profit goal on it, huh? Mm. When he captured that amount for the day, no matter what, he stopped trading. Mm. What if the Nasdaq kept going? What then? What if it kept going? I'm just playing though. I'm playing. This is actually a serious topic. Yeah. Yeah. I will definitely agree with gain weight here. Having a maximum daily profit per day has saved a lot of accounts. I find that the accounts that I go back into are the accounts where I say, you know, the market is still going. Let me try to get some more. But that's always going to be a trap, obviously. You lose $1 of anything that you made, you'll go into a recovery mode. It's highly likely that you'll go into recovery mode. Kind of like in this trade right here. Let's just say that you were up $300 and you lost half of this. Let's just say you lost $10. As crazy as that sounds in the moment, your mind is going to be like, you just going to let the market take $10 away from you? Go back in there and get that $10 back, damn it. Get back in there and get it back. And we all know what happens from there. We all know what happens from there. We can actually see the market probably come back up and try to fill that gap on both ES and Nasdaq. I'm gonna let this thing touch my fill my target. I'm gonna leave this running overnight. Hmm. 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 Okay. I gotta think. I gotta think about. I gotta think about how I want these stops. Okay. All right. So that's we're gonna rock with that. We're gonna rock with that. We're gonna start the position off with 6 contracts. The commissions are gonna kill us though. The commissions are freaking gonna kill us. But yeah, honestly, the way that this gold trade is looking, unfortunately for me, it does look like the bulls found support. Technically, gold is trending. So unfortunately for me, if I don't want my feelings to be hurt, I think it'll be best for me to get out of this trade actually. But this trade is in the sim. You know, the crazy thing is that both of my targets would have got hit if I didn't move it down. That's something else I got to stop freaking doing. Is doing that. My targets would have got hit. All right, so yesterday was a bullish range. Let me do my homework before we end the stream because I did not do it at all. All right, so we started at 104, 100 points to the downside. We traded 335 points to the upside. And then we closed out the session 260 points rejection. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put this Today was definitely a range day today. All right, just put in the levels and then we'll be done for the day. So just like Gameway says, tomorrow's a new day. He made 900 billion. He made 10 million trillion. Trump, stop snitching. But you know, it's crazy. I mean, I think, well, I mean, obviously we understand why, but the best trader of all time, Nancy Pelosi. Nobody says nothing about when she gets in at the perfect time and make, well, I guess her husband, right? No one says nothing when Nancy Pelosi does it, but I guess when Trump and his friends do it, everybody wants to open up an investigation and everybody goes crazy, huh? All right. Yeah, learn his secrets. Like, man, how are you getting in at the right time? How you getting these entries, bro? I think it was hilarious when they took those quote unquote losses. Yeah, right. Shut up. Y'all, you ain't had to do all that. Y'all could have just kept winning. Everybody knows what the hell y'all was doing. Y'all could have just kept winning. We're not going to say that quiet part out loud or anything. Everybody knows what y'all was doing. Trying to take them losses. Oh, yeah, we took some losses this year. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, man, people are just hilarious. The best trader of all time, NVIDIA. All right, I mean, let's look at NVIDIA real quick and see where NVIDIA's at. Well, there goes my break even on gold. Price is back at my break even. Damn. Price is back at my break even. And like I said, the crazy thing is, it hit my targets. It actually hit both of my targets, and then we saw a bounce. And because I moved my targets down, now price is literally back at my break even, and I can potentially get stopped out of this. Actually, I probably will get stopped out of this. Hey, yo, what's up, Jack? They hunting my stops. They're hunting my stops. Only the real ones know where that came from. They're hunting my stops. Everything's going good, Jack. Everything's going good. Man, I caught that big massive pump in gold before the stream started. Caught this move up in Nasdaq before the stream started. So I'm up $1,800 in my Apex account right now. Damn, that's already, man. That's unfortunate. What are you trading? Are you still trading prop firms or are you trading your own capital, Jack? And yeah, weekly options, 0 DTEs on options is obviously a trap unless you're really good. And well, let me rephrase that. Unless you're good at taking your profits. 0 DTEs are always a trap. You hold a 0 DTE after 12 o'clock, you're going to need a Trump tweet to break even. You're going to need a Trump tweet to break even. Look at that. Man. I don't know. Well, there goes the show. We had a perfect entry damn near on gold. Price literally hit both of my targets if I didn't move them down. And then as soon as it hits the targets, it comes back and it stops me out. Gold is nothing to play with. She's not going to play around like the Nasdaq. If she's trying to get somewhere, she will get there. And so I'm thinking that we could potentially see this. We could potentially see that. Oh no, I mean I'm in the sim. This is in the sim, so no harm, no foul. If this was a real account, I probably wouldn't have moved it. I know not to play with gold. Gold is not the Nasdaq. She does not play around. She does not play around at all. But all right, guys. It is 10:30. I'm gonna go to bed. We'll definitely come back tomorrow. I think everybody is on the same page with trading the smaller size. So tomorrow, well, let me share my ATM strategy. It's very similar to the strategy that we traded last year. This was a strategy that I created last year. Obviously, it's 3 micro contracts. You have to catch. It's a 54-point stop. This on 3 micro contracts, 54 points is like what, 350 or 4? I forgot. Hold on, let me look at that. Times 2 times 3. Yeah, so I have $324 of risk. So how I trade this strategy is very similar to how I trade the strategy that I trade now, but obviously with a lot less money. Obviously, I set a limit. I set another limit at another area and just, I mean, this is basically just building the position. Let price come to you, build the position. We have 54 points of drawdown. We can honestly put that at 100 for $600. I mean, why not? Because I'm already used to being down 2K, 3K and having it come back in my favor. So just having a big stop, it definitely does clear up a lot of anxiety with the Nasdaq, and just having price just build the position as it goes down. You don't necessarily have to have a perfect entry. You can just get into it so you're actually in something. And then if it goes down a little lower, I mean, it's not going to hurt. It's only $300 if you lose. If I get into all 3 at the same time, 45 points, 54 points is like what, $900,000. Let me see. Yeah, so it's like $1,000. But starting the position off, but I'm actually going to start the position off with so I'm going to start the position off with 6 contracts and then have it build in 3 contracts as it goes down. So I can keep my risk low. The Nasdaq can do what the Nasdaq does, and I don't have to sit here and fight her for a perfect entry. I can just get in at areas where I think the market is going to react. If I only get one contract filled, that's fine. I have 6 contracts and I can build it on the way up. So I can build it on the way down and I can build it on the way up. So we'll definitely be showcasing that moving forward. I think trading like that is probably more relatable to more people. I think a lot more people are more comfortable with that size with micros than the size that I am comfortable with. Actually, shit, I mean, we came down from 5 minis to micros. So, I mean, I feel like, obviously the strategy is different when you're trading heavier size. Obviously, I had shorter targets with bigger size and made a lot of money doing that, but not a lot of people are as comfortable trading with 5 minis. So we'll definitely also be trading the ES. The ES is going to be where we make majority of our money. We're going to be shooting for 10, 11 points. I mean, I could have a runner on it, have it shooting for 20 points. We can do it. Why not? Why not? We can do it. Have her shooting for 20 points or 10 points. Base hits on ES with size. Probably trade 3 mini contracts on ES, maybe 2. Who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And we'll definitely move from there. But all right, guys, we'll definitely come back tomorrow and we'll look for more ways to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.